Minister, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of the State of Israel, Honourable Sharen Haskel, Honourable Minister for Policing, Permanent Secretaries, Excellencies, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Bulavinaka, and welcome to this signing event between the Government of Fiji and the State of Israel at the Office of the Prime Minister. Order of the program this afternoon is short and straightforward. Signing will be done, as you can see, by our two ambassadors before we can then invite Prime Minister Rabuka and the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Haskel, to make some brief remarks and addressing members of the media who are also present this afternoon. Without further ado, sirs, madams, we shall start with the signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding on Digital Security and Cyber Security by our two ambassadors. Now,
Here's the 20 seconds. Do you know the Hebrew date today?
22nd.
22nd.
We're not sure.
רועי, ח' בחשוון, תשפ"ו.
ח' בחשוון?
תשפ"ו.
Okay. The 8th day of Cheshvan. 8th day, the Hebrew day, 8th day of the month of Cheshvan. Cheshvan, yes.
You can just fill it up.
You fill it up afterwards, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Ambassador.
Yeah. They can show us the.
Thank
Oh,
you.
there are.
רועי, תראה את ה...
Right.
Let's invite the means for here. And you-
That's yours, madam. I'm on this side.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you, madam.
Then we have a picture of everybody together.
Okay.
So maybe we'll
The
hold this.
ambassador.
Hold off first.
This is the Fiji copy.
Everyone to the lens. And maybe it's.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam.
And keep it. We need to bring it back to Jerusalem.
Right.
Now we shall have a few remarks, opening remarks from first with Prime Minister Rabuka, and then we'll invite our visiting Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of Israel. Firstly, sir.
Thank you. Madam Deputy Foreign Minister, on behalf of the government of Fiji, we welcome you to Fiji, and especially this afternoon for the signing of this Memorandum of Understanding. It has been a long time since we started looking at our cybersecurity in Fiji, and this is the first multi-ministerial cabinet decision. The ministry responsible for communications, ministry responsible for policing, ministry responsible for defense, have all come together to sponsor this paper, as well as the ministry or the Prime Minister's office. And we got the approval. We had to do it very quickly because of your presence here and took the opportunity to have the memorandum signed in your presence while you're here. As you know, as I expressed earlier in our bilateral discussion, Fiji has always valued our relationship with the State of Israel, and we have been out there in your area of the world since 1978 as peacekeepers in the United Nations, and since 1982 as peacekeepers in the Sinai Desert. In the agreement that was which was reached at the King David between the United States, between Egypt and Israel, sponsored by the United States of America. And looking at how things are going at this time, there may be a similar arrangement coming up on the resolution of the Gaza problem. So whatever it is, we stand ready to help in whichever way we can. As you may have been told, Fiji is relooking at its security arrangement and our policies, and we are studying how we interact with the rest of the world in that. And one of the biggest areas of concern has been the cybersecurity in Fiji. And our signing this afternoon is a big step in the right direction to allay any fears we have had about the vulnerability of Fiji in the area of cybersecurity. So, welcome, and we'll hear from you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister. It's a great pleasure and honor to see you again here in Fiji after our meeting in Jerusalem. I reiterated a message from Jerusalem from Prime Minister Netanyahu and from Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar to thank you for your moral clarity, your courage, standing beside us during the last 2 years, which was one of the most difficult periods of time that we've experienced as since the foundation of Israel. We don't take it for granted, and it takes great courage to stand beside a lot of pressure. As someone who has served in the area, knowing in depth the challenges that Israel is facing, we know we have true friends and true allies here in Fiji, and we're extremely grateful for that. I thank you personally from the bottom of my heart, from the people of Israel, for opening your embassy in Jerusalem, declaring and stating the obvious, that the Jewish people are the indigenous people of the land of Israel, and that their capital, Jerusalem, is part of their identity from a cultural perspective, religious perspective, from a diplomatic capital throughout for thousands of years. We're extremely grateful for that you've done it during the time of difficulties that we've been experiencing. I come here with a delegation of Israeli businessmen in order to see, as we've been discussing in Jerusalem, and as Prime Minister Netanyahu conversation with you, to try and strengthen not just the diplomatic relations, also the security strong relations that we've had, and to see how we can enhance them, but also on the business-to-business level and the people-to-people level. We love the Fijian people, and the Fijian people loves us. It's an opportunity to thank every single one of them for the prayers they've been sending to Jerusalem, to Israel. We felt it. We still feel it. It gives us strength, and it gives us courage to continue on our mission. The business delegation here is trying to expand the collaboration in various fields, including agricultural, water, healthcare, women empowerment, and security as well. We are extremely grateful also for the people-to-people collaboration that already exists, but that is being extended as well. Israel is bringing in here to Fiji, as we've discussed, a course for women for empowerment to give them skills, whether it's through technology and whether it is for business leadership or any kind of women, female leadership to give them some of these tools. We've expanded the collaboration on the agricultural internship of Fijians coming to Israel. These programs have been going on for years, but right now Israel has extended the amount of places guaranteed for Fijian citizens to come to Israel to do an 11 months internship in agriculture to gain the skills and the connections, and also some investment money as they're working and gain some salary, and they can come back here in order to build and to create their own little farm or agricultural surrounding here in Fiji. It's a great honor and a pleasure for me to be here, to be able to personally thank you, your government, and the Fijian people as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you.
Prime Minister and the Deputy Minister have time for a few questions. Introduce yourself, as you know the normal protocol. Members of the media, thank you. No question?
Good afternoon, Prime Minister. Sharen Wilson from the Fiji Times. So you mentioned cooperation in cybersecurity, which was the signing that happened this afternoon. Will today's meeting also result in new cooperation in areas such as agriculture, renewable energy, and water security, since Israel has shared expertise in water management and irrigation for a while now?
Of course, they will eventually, the discussions will come back, and Cabinet will consider the various things that come up from the various ministries, and we'll go forward on that. I mentioned to the Madam Deputy Foreign Minister what I saw in Papua New Guinea, the agriculture project they have there, and we have had some agricultural students from Nabuso who have been training in Israel, and some have come back. There's been a rollover of students who have come back, and those that have gone in. It is something, an area that we will continue to take advantage of. It is a great area for Fiji to develop in our own, not only food security, but the potential we have in Fiji that we have not really used to the full. Yes, the simple answer to your question, yes.
If I can add, if I may?
Yes.
Can I? It's important for me to say I came with the business delegations. There's some Israeli businessmen who deal with agricultural, water technology as well. They're seeking now for opportunities. The Prime Minister and the government were very gracious in creating different environments for them to learn how to do business here in Fiji. They had a meeting this morning with Fiji Invest to understand how they can cooperate that. There's incredible projects like what the Prime Minister said in Papua New Guinea, where from a country that they've exported all of their agricultural needs, today they actually rely on themselves with the Israeli companies who build their big farms and from farms that have a lot of productions, and they actually even export some of the agricultural goods. This is something that we start now here with different companies, and we seek to continue and expand that. And it's important to say that through these companies as well, there's a lot of training to create local businesses, local agricultural businesses, local farms as well. We want to help the Fijian community as well, as much as they've been helping us, and to share this love and appreciation to strengthen the bonds between us.
Yeah.
Fiji Sun. Just regarding the deal that agreement signed today about cyber security deal, could you further explain more about this deal and how will it have an impact on the two countries? Furthermore,
On cybersecurity? Yeah. Well, we have probably not been aware of the some cyber disturbances we have had in the past, where even some big shops or banks, some big commercial businesses and even the banks have had some cyber interference into their operations. And those are the things that we hope will be on top of. We'll be aware of potentials, and we will be hopefully will have a more secure system protecting our operators out of Fiji and into Fiji.
Prime Minister and Deputy Minister from the Fijian Broadcasting Corporation. Now, PM, that you spoke about our role in the UN peacekeeping. We understand that the UN is now downsizing by 15%. Can you confirm if Israel is now working with, trying to negotiate for Fiji to maintain its contribution to UN peacekeeping?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm Minister for Foreign Affairs, so I do not know whether any discussion along those lines have been initiated. We will get there when we get there.
Shalom, Deputy Foreign Minister Haskel. On the issue of peacekeeping, which the Prime Minister had mentioned, and of course the discussions you had with the Prime Minister today regarding the ongoing conflict in Gaza, will Israel consider expanding the peacekeeping cooperation with Fiji, particularly in your region?
Well, it's a good question. I have to say that we do trust the Fijian forces. We know that you have very skilled military forces that are neutral, which is something important that especially important during the peacekeeping forces. We know this is a force you can trust, whether it is with skills, with morals, and we've had a close collaboration as well throughout history, through many posts that were served surrounding in the Middle East and surrounding our borders as well. The specific event that is happening in Gaza right now is a peacekeeping force, but it seems like it's not going to be addressed from the United Nations. But it's important to say that we haven't started the full negotiation of the second stage, which that is including in the second stage. This is very much going to be determined by the Americans. In the next few days, there's going to start conversations between Israel and the Americans. J.D. Vance, the vice president, is right now in Israel, want to start these conversations as well. But it's also important to say that the ceasefire is quite fragile right now, as Hamas has been violating it constantly, especially just 3 days ago when they shot an RPG into an IDF armed vehicle, killing 2 of our soldiers. So it's very fragile, but the conversations will start. How is it going to look? Who's going to participate in it? From an Israeli perspective, the Fijian force can contribute a lot, but it's a question of the negotiations that are going to take place between the Americans and the Arab countries.
Maybe time for one other question? No, that's it from the media.
Apart from
Final question. Thank you, Susie.
apart from the talks on renewable energy and also agriculture, are there any talks with the Israeli government on the concerns, not only Fiji, but the Pacific topic of climate change? Are there any talks in place regarding addressing that issue?
Climate change. Or climate change?
On climate change? On the issues of climate change and whether it is addressed. I can tell you one of the companies is also a water tech company as well. We know there's many challenges. Israel is really good in finding many solutions. There are conversations. We also spoke to a few ministers today. We had very productive conversations. They've expressed a lot of the concerns, especially a lot of the concerns in the agricultural challenges that are going to be faced because of that as well. We proposed and we've had some discussions, and Israel is always happy to provide different advice and cooperation in it. And we're hoping to see more ministers coming to Israel to continue these conversations, and more Israelis coming here. This is what the Prime Minister's leadership leading towards the people-to-people, business-to-business cooperation that we're trying to expand. So it is also in that field that can give many solutions.
Okay, thank you very much,
Honourable. Thank you all very much.
For the final time, they'll receive a request for photo session between
Yeah.
the Prime Minister and the Deputy.
Yeah.
Yes, in fact, yes.
Oh, in front?
Yes, thank you, sir. We're shaking hands, so.